Hey, good afternoon, explorers. This is Steve, your HL Sherpa. I'm a little out of breath, but I wanted to show you a view. It's Monday. I think it's January 28th. I just came up the Byron Reese Trail, which is that trail right there in the video right there. The last half, it's not long, it's like 7/10 of a mile, but the last half is pretty much straight up. That right there is the Appalachian Trail. I should have mentioned this. I'm in the intersection or the confluence of three trails. The Appalachian Trail is right there. That's heading north, believe it or not. It looks like it's south. That was the Byron Reese Trail right there. And I'm getting ready to go for a little hike on one called the Freeman Trail, and that is that way. I don't know if you can see, it's a little foggy, but that sign right up there says the Freeman Trail. And then heading back up this way, that is the Appalachian Trail again. It comes right across where I'm standing. And that route right up there takes you up to the top of Blood Mountain. You can see the white blaze right there for the Appalachian Trail. But anyway, let's go for a little walk. This Freeman Trail, I discovered it a few months ago, and it's really cool. Like, look, you can see this is kind of at the top of this knoll right here, and Blood Mountain is, like I said, that way. But this Freeman Trail goes this way. It actually goes around, I guess that would be the west side of Blood Mountain. I'm not 100%. But anyway, it's rocky, really, really rocky, huge boulders. And it's a pretty good hike. You can see the blue blaze for the Freeman Trail. It's a pretty good hike up from here to the top of the mountain. I think it's at least as challenging as the AT. But my next hike when I go to the top of Blood Mountain, which is not today, but will be to go up the AT to the top where the shelter is, and then take the Freeman Trail back. It's a little bit longer, but it's mostly downhill around the back of the mountain. And anyway, it makes for a good hike. So anyway, it is... Let me just shut up and spin around here. It's just magnificent. It's very foggy, as you can see. I've only passed two people so far. I've been out for about a half an hour. The only thing you can hear are a few little drops hitting these leaves. And this is my idea of meditation. My body craves this. Now that I've been hiking up here, if I go more than like a month without being in the woods, I literally, it's almost like I go through withdrawals. Not like physical withdrawals, but emotional or psychological. Like today, it was warm enough. It's like 60 degrees. But it's just this faint drizzle, like just barely coming down. So it's got this kind of eerie, very cool feeling to it. The forest does. But anyway, I'm thinking about organizing some North Georgia experiences. I've gotten to know the area pretty well, and there's a bunch of fun little mountain towns. There's some breweries, there's wineries up here. I'm about 40 minutes north of Dahlonega right here, so a couple hours north of Atlanta. And there's places to stay. There's all kinds of cool places. But I think I'm thinking about piecing together maybe some weekend excursions, maybe some weekday excursions for those that can make it up during the week, because it's a lot less crowded here. Probably starting in the spring. And so be on the lookout for that. There's really a lot to do up here, and it's just, it's only a couple hours from Atlanta, but it is a world away. See what I mean about the rocks? One thing is you got to be a little bit careful. I don't know if you can see. These are my TX4s, man. I can't. I think I've gone on and on and on about these shoes. They're like, even when it's wet now, you got to be careful with this moss. But you just have to kind of know where to land. But anyway, it's nice up here. Really, really nice. It's a world away. Only 2 hours from Atlanta, but it is a world away, as you can see. And good exercise. And very pretty, very scenic. Even in the winter, to me, this is beautiful. There's not a lot of pines up in here. This is Flood Mountain. This is almost all hardwoods up through here. But anyway, I've gone on and on. This is Steve, your HL Sherpa. Have a good one.